Y'all, what is going on? What is going on? Because Nancy Pelosi just came out and knifed Chuck Schumer in the back, figuratively speaking, because of his handling of the budget negotiations, where he like totally caved to Republicans. Now Nancy Pelosi's coming out saying that she thinks things could have been handled differently. And this is happening during a time when Chuck Schumer is trying as best he can to claw his way out of this hole he's dug himself in. First, he canceled a book tour that, by the way, me and a lot of my followers are going to go to in D.C. to protest him. I think that's why he canceled it. Here he said the Senate Minority Leader, Chuck Schumer, has postponed several stops on a tour to promote his new book, citing security concerns. Security concerns, everyone. Security concerns. As a New York Democrat faces intensifying backlash over his vote to support a Republican-drafted spending bill and avert a government shutdown. Not security concerns. He was concerned about the fact that folks were going to come after him through protest. And it's funny to me that Chuck Schumer doesn't want to be protested against when it's actually the activists who are the ones doing more work than he is to try to stop this Trump administration. And he was also on The View earlier today trying as best he can to dig himself out of this hole, but Sonny Hostin would not relent.
Hi. Governor Pritzker's chief of staff, Ann Caprara, has said the following: the fight going on in the Democratic Party right now is not between hard left, right, and moderate. It's between those who want to fight and those who want to cave. And it gives me no pleasure to say this to you because we are friends, but I think you caved. I think you and 9 other Democrats caved. I don't think you showed the fight that this party needs right now because you're playing with by a rule book where the other party has thrown that rule book away.
True.
And so in my view, what you did really was, in supporting that GOP partisan bill that Democrats had no input in, you cleared the way for Donald Trump and Elon Musk to gut Social Security, to gut Medicare, to gut Medicaid. Why did you lead Democratic senators to play by that book that the Republicans are not playing by?
Okay, first, I'd say, Sonny, no one wants to fight more than me, and no one fights more than me. You got to fight smart. It is not true. That bill had far less it was bad. I hated it. But it does far less damage to Social Security. Medicare, Medicaid are far more susceptible to being eliminated, which is what that horrible Musk. Can you imagine this guy Musk, a billionaire, saying $1,100 for a senior citizen is not necessary,
but aren't
or
there
a Ponzi
cuts
scheme?
in that bill?
There are many fewer cuts in that bill than that would be in a shutdown.
But they
it was
still
a bad
exist.
choice. So we got to. Yes, they exist. But if you have two, have two choices, one bad, the other devastating. One chops off one of your fingers, the other chops off your arm.
That's right.
So I want to fight, and we are fighting. We're going to fight every day on this, every day. Today, we're fighting them on Medicaid. Tomorrow, we're going to fight them on, the next few days on tariffs. We're going to fight them on Social Security. But I want to win and fight smart.
Yes.
Not just, I understand, we want to stick it to them.
Okay,
we're going to stick it to them and fight smart and win.
Okay. Senator, I want to talk.
Does that sound like someone who's going to fight smart and win to you? God, here's the thing that's crazy to me. Chuck Schumer, you are not the only one who can do this. You are not the only person in the world who can do this job. And I personally believe you think that you are the best person to do this job. And I think you should be listening to the people in your party who are telling you you're not. You're not. There's no humility. There's no desire to be curious about why people are upset. Instead, he tries to tell us we're going to fight, and we're going to fight smart. How the hell have we been fighting smart? In what world have we been fighting smart? I think the activists have been fighting smart. I don't think you have been fighting very smart. And Nancy Pelosi agrees with me. She does agree with me. First, wait, hold on. I want to show you this. The death stares.
Now, do we have to act and do we have to fight these Republicans? Every...
Look at the death stare. She is like, is this guy serious. He is serious. He is serious. That's all of us. That's all of us. Looking at Chuck Schumer. Okay, and then here's this story. Literally just came out in Politico an hour ago. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is incredible. Because I have issues with anyone who remains in office when there are so many good options that are younger, that understand the political moment we're in. Did you know that more than 60% of congressional Republicans were elected after 2016? Isn't that a stunning fact? More than 60% of Republicans. So we are dealing with a completely different breed of a Republican Party. And people like Chuck Schumer think that it's business as usual, and it's not. And I have to say, the younger people in our party understand not only the new environment we're in, but how to handle it. And for her credit, Nancy Pelosi said, "I don't give away anything for nothing." Ouch. Let's keep going. Former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi offered a sharp critique of Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer on Tuesday, suggesting he had forfeited a crucial bargaining chip by allowing a vote on Republicans' government funding bill. Quote, "I don't give away anything for nothing," Pelosi told reporters during a news conference at a children's hospital in San Francisco. "I think that's what happened the other day." Pelosi, who spoke during an event to oppose House Republicans' proposed cuts to Medicaid, said she still supports Schumer, her longtime ally, who's come under fire from his own party in recent days over his decision to allow the GOP's bill to avert a government shutdown through last Friday. But Pelosi suggested that if Schumer hadn't cleared the way, it would have given Democrats more leverage to fight proposed cuts to Medicaid and other social safety nets. Here is the important bits. "We could have, in my view, perhaps gotten them to agree to a third way." She said a potential outcome could have been bipartisan continuing resolution to delay a shutdown for 3 to 4 weeks while negotiations continued. So does that sound to you like we are fighting smartly when there are other options we could have taken that Nancy Pelosi is saying in public? And then she added, they may not have agreed to it, but at least the public would have seen they're not agreeing to it. And that then they would have been shutting the government down. Exactly. He got rolled over, folks, and he doesn't even think it happened. He thinks everything's fine. He thinks he was smart. Nancy Pelosi is saying what everyone else believes, that there are so many different options besides rubber stamping Trump and what Elon Musk are doing. And I'm frankly sick of this shit.